Sportsbet. You're on at tab.com.au. And Jim Beam, the Bourbon.
Thanks for joining us. Friday night football on tonight. We come to you from ANZ Stadium in Sydney, where the Bulldogs take on the Parramatta Eels. Look at the hardy souls that have braved the weather here at ANZ Stadium. Cold, wet, windy. The field is slippery.
Cold, wet. You'll be upstairs. What do you care?
I don't care.
All right. We've got Benny Barber at fullback with Steve Turner and Jonathan Wright on the wings. In the centres, Tim Lafai to take the place of Josh Morris and Jamal Idris. The halves, Benny Roberts and Trent Hodkinson. The back row, Frank Pritchard, Dean Hallertau and Andrew Ryan's a captain. The front row, Aidan Tolman, Joel Romello playing his first game and Sam Cassiano. And the bench, Greg Eastwood, Martin Tapau, David Stagg and Josh Reynolds. And they're coached by the dog, Jim Dimmy.
All right, very unlucky last week, the Parramatta Eels. Let's have a look at how they line up this evening. At fullback is Luke Burt. On the wings, Etu Waiselli and Jordan Atkins. The centre pairing of Rennie Matua and Ben Smith. The halves combination, Jared Hayne and Jeff Robson gets a start. In the back row, Nathan Hindmaster, captain, Justin Horrow, Taniela Lasalo. Up front, Tim Manor, Matt Keating, Fui Moi Moi. The interchange bench, Casey Maguire, Mitchell Allgood, Pat O'Hanlon, Joseph Paulo. They're coached by Stephen Kearney.
All right, boys.
Canterbury running from right to left in the opening exchanges of this game in front of a very small crowd in atrocious weather conditions here in Sydney. The wettest July in a long, long time. In fact, most recent wet July was, I think, back in 1950 when Australia actually won the first Rugby League Ashes they ever won at the Sydney Cricket Ground. So 61 years since the wettest July on record, and these guys are playing in these conditions tonight. Taking it ahead for the Eels in jumper number 13 is Justin Horrow, who played the ball just beyond his own 30-metre line. And possession and security of utmost importance, obviously. With Moi Moi now to play the ball at the back of a successful first set. They didn't cover a lot of ground, and Hayne was able to drive the ball low and down to Jonathan Wright, a former Eel, in his first season with Canterbury. He'll play the ball just outside the 20-metre line. The lines had to be remarked only a matter of 15 minutes ago. They've been basically washed away by the big wet that is Sydney this week. Played there by Lafai, who had his first touch of the ball, and Turner, the winger from the left side, takes it out to the centre of the ground. And he plays it in the Bundaberg White Run song, which you can hardly see, which reminds me that it is Friday night Bundaberg football. And it goes to Andrew Ryan. He loses the ball. There's a double knock on from Moi Moi, but Parramatta will get the loose head and feet. Incredible stat on this fellow, Andrew Ryan, who drops his ball. He has not missed a club game for Canterbury since he joined them in 2004. He's missed through Origin, but he hasn't missed through injury. I should make that point. Andrew the Bobcat Ryan.
He's a real warrior. Stood the test of time, hasn't he?
And he may have to fall victim to the salary cap. I'm reading either retirement or a session in England is looking the only way for him to go. Here's offside against the Dogs. The referee is Alan Shortle. And so Jeff Robson, back from injury, takes this kick and he finds the line down on the 20-metre junction. So hold on to your seats, because it's probably about time for the Hayne man to get involved. He's been the talk of the town, and they've plastered him on TAB Sportsbet. $13 to $9 to score the first try as Moi Moi takes the ball ahead. And he'll play the ball 10 out. It's come away with Keating. And then he got a decoy from Manu. It's gone through to Burt, and Burt is taken down 9 metres away from the line. Canterbury then, on-line defence tested early in the game. Robson inside ball, Manu is with it now. And Tim Manu to play the ball. 5 metres out, down at the southern end. Ball played back again to Keating. Then to Robson, the dummy and the decoy, and then Hayne, and it's gone on to Horrow. And Horrow on 5. He'll play the ball 5 metres diagonally away from the corner post. Back into Robson. He gets a kick in. Doesn't look that bad. Lasalo goes upright, makes a mistake. There's a try for Parramatta. Scored by Wasili. Wasili a try for mine.
Got a knock on from the Bulldogs. Just make sure that when it goes forward, it's not then knocked on by Parramatta.
So there's the instruction from the man with the whistle to his man upstairs, Tim Manda. Wasili for mine has got the first points of the game.
There's a little bit of a ricochet at the end of this, but I think it's okay. Let's have a look at the onside here. They're all good. Jonathan Wright took the odds of racing in there. Leaps up, misses it, and the ball just bounces back. And now, there was a Parramatta player taken out in the background too. Now they're going to say no try.
Penalty to you, boys.
And there may be a penalty to Parramatta here. There was a player taken out in the background. What's this?
Back here.
By Bulldogs, then you, and then there's the penalty for you guys. To them.
It's a double knock on, so it's
Number
no
4,
try.
Ben Smith, was
but
taken
Tim
out.
Lapfire has run a block and taken the Parramatta player out, so it's a penalty against you guys here.
So Keating taking the penalty, and Manu it is that takes the ball towards the middle of the ground for Parramatta. Playing at 10 metres out. Try denied to Etu Wasili. And Moi, who's been strong in the opening couple of minutes, but then you come to expect that of Moi. We're on the line, aren't we, with Canterbury? As Keating goes away, he's got players in motion all over the park, and Hayne is with it now. And Hayne is held over there by Halatau and 2 others, and they force him back. Plays the ball back. Keating goes away, gets it onto Robson. Robson turns it in. Hindmarsh runs the ball towards the left side of the ground. And he's able to put the ball back, and Hayne is there. Hayne goes long. He goes across to Moi. Moi looks now to try and unload. The ball is knocked on by Canterbury again. It'll be 6 more. Wasili again, taken on the 10-metre line. And they have restarted the tackle count. So Parramatta putting enormous pressure on Canterbury. Manu will play at this time. 4 metres away. There's the try line. Penalty to Parramatta now.
Yeah, hand in there.
And the hand on the ball after the tackle had been completed. That's the ruling.
Well, they're going to take a tap. I would have thought 2-0 was a big lead in weather like this, but they must feel as though the Bulldogs are ready to crack.
So Moi plays the ball, and Keating to Hayne, and Hayne lets Hindmarsh run a decoy before going back to pick up Burt, and Burt will play the ball. Taken down by Frank Pritchard, played 9 metres away. Manu it is that shoulders it up towards the line, and they meet him with some strong defence, Canterbury, including the effort there of Cassiano. It's come to the right side for Robson again, and Robson engages Pritchard, and Pritchard puts him away. Played again to Keating, and Keating gets it on the 4th tackle to Moi. Moi's pass bad, it's gone to Hayne, puts a little kick in, there's a chance here. They're appealing for a try off Horrow.
Well, he's not going to the video referee, he's just ruled that the Bulldogs have forced this dead.
Frank,
There was an appeal from Horrow.
Just be careful, don't grab the arm.
Beautiful take by Jared Hayne. It was an awkward pass that he took. Gets the ball in. And it's rounded up there by Jamal Idris, no problem. He gets grounding, I believe. And he goes.
It's an optimistic appeal from Horrow. The line dropout from Canterbury then is good. Second bounce taken by Atkins. And Atkins is able to take it back some 15 metres. And strong defence from Canterbury. This will be doing their confidence the world of good. They've weathered the storm, pardon the pun. Now a penalty against them again. And again there's a hand on the ball. Stephen Kearney probably thinking, like most Parramatta supporters, gee, we should have come away from there with something. even as Gus has suggested, 2 points might have been quite acceptable. Here's Moy. He'll play the ball just out from the 20-metre. Brad Fiddler on the sideline tonight, and Andrew Johns with Gus in the box. It's gone to Manor, who tries to drill it up the middle. He'll play the ball 18 away. And Tolman was the chief tackle there with Cassiano. Here's Keating away to Hayne. The ball went to ground. I think it was knocked down by Canterbury. It's with Burt now, and Burt goes in. He goes away, he goes round, he dodges, he ducks, and he weaves to be tackled eventually. And I thought they might have restarted the count, but they did not. And here is Ben Smith now with a little shimmy, and then he takes it to 11 metres from the Canterbury line. Taken by big Frank Pritchard. Awful ball to give, but Robson picked it up. Hindmarsh takes the tackle, and Hindmarsh will be tackled and put away on the 5th. So Hayne is away to the left, and Robson and Burt work this side of the ground. And here's Barber with the ball for Canterbury safely. And that is a rare feeling for any Canterbury player, I suppose, to have security on the football at long last.
You spoke earlier about the Bulldogs gaining confidence. That was 6 sets of 6 they defended their line. You can see they've already got a spring in their step. They'll get great confidence from their defence.
So there's the percentage breakdown. Canterbury have seen 15% of the football. And here is Cassiano getting a pass that was line ball from Romero. Changeover.
Hold the 10, boys.
Changeover. So the man with the abacus has gone to sleep. 8 metres into Canterbury's territory, and we've had nearly 9 minutes of time. And Manor it is who played the ball 35 away. So Parramatta with an 85% share. Oh, Moy took a shoulder there from Romelo, and it's played there by Moy and gone away to Hayne, and it's gone over now to the 17 for Parramatta. And that is Matua playing in the centres tonight. He plays the ball 20 metres out, and Hayne is with it. No look pass, and Robson might have got a smack over the mouth area, but nothing said by the referee. So it was okay from Frank Pritchard. Now Hayne puts a kick up, and here's the jump, and it's right back by Parramatta. Moy scoops it up, loses the ball forward, and Canterbury have got a chance, but I don't know that they've got an advantage. Referee says yes, they have, and play on. So this is Laffey with the ball.
Philly.
Penalty to Canterbury. This will come like a blessing from up above as Jim Dimmick, the stand-in coach, possibly the permanent coach, watches on.
I've been fooled by today's players before. In the old days, you turn up to a night like this and you expect the score to be 4-0 or 6-0 or 6-all. Maybe a field goal decides the result. But on nights like that, it's not uncommon to come up with 30 points either. They've just got the ability to score tries from kicks. Interesting to see how this plays out.
Tolman, jumper number 8 for Canterbury. Hayne was back to be the first try scorer to win something like $95,000 with TAB Sportsbet. Here's Tolman with the ball, running off a Pritchard pass. Inside the 30-metre line, Canterbury get a chance to have a look at some rare territory, and a little shoulder there on Hodkinson. This rattles him up a little bit from Hayne. Now it's come from Barber and gone away to Ryan. Ryan taken by Moy. And there's the hit from Hayne on Hodkinson. Loose ball, Jonathan Wright did well. He lost it and got it back in. Now he takes it to within 10 metres of the line. Taken by Keating, chance here for the Dogs. Romelo puts a kick in, picked up by Ben Smith. Ben Smith weaves around Frank Pritchard, runs down past the 30-metre line. Remember the chase that he put on the other night? One of the chases of the year, an exhibition of his pace. The big number 4, there he is on camera. Here's Rennie Matua, playing against his old club, Canterbury tonight. So they've got it back, and they've got a penalty, Parramatta.
What Andrew Ryan is saying to the referee, among other things, is that it's going to be a hard slog here tonight. It's going to be slow. You're going to have to give us some latitude. The penalty count's already 5-1 against his team.
We're behind the line, boys. Here it is, Ben.
But at least he was polite about it. I'm happy with that.
Robson short into Manor. Tim Manor, 12 metres away from the line. They'll be praying that they can come back with something this time. Moi will play it. Right in front of the southern uprights. Keating. Haynes stops and comes back from the left to the right. Robson gets the kick in. And it's battered across the dead ball line by Barber.
Andrew, on nights like this, my whole focus was that all you're doing is working for your next kick. When you're coming out of trouble, you're working for a kick. When you're on the attack, you're working for your kick-offs and to try and score a try. How did you feel on nights like this as your best scoring opportunities?
Yeah, pretty much the kick, Gus, or change of angles around the ruck. Used to like the dummy half coming out and changing the angles, whether with the halves and picking up players on the other side of the ruck, or simply just the forwards changing the angles and hoping the defence slip over.
The line drop out from Canterbury is good. In fact, more than good. It went 53 metres in these conditions. Brilliant is the word. Here's Manor. Ben Barber, who put that ball dead, is signed this week for another 4 years with Canterbury. That's good news for the Bulldogs fans, even though Ben is quoted to have said, I've got to improve my form, otherwise I'll be back with Josh Morris. Here's Burt turning it in for Smith, and Smith will play the ball inside the 30-metre line. From Quirindi, certainly up in that part of the northwest of New South Wales. As it goes away from Robson, long into Hayne, and Hayne flicks it out the back before he goes to ground. Hindmarsh was there, as you would expect. He gets away from Dean Hallertau, goes back towards Romolo, and he puts him down. 15 out from the Canterbury line. So Keating to Robson, another kick from Robson, and Jonathan Wright has cleaned it up in goal. It's another line drop.
There again, Jerry.
I think that's the tactic. The tries are going to come from the bomb or the grubber kick. Maybe a barge over from dummy half if you get some lazy defence, but
Okay, I'll look at that.
very difficult the footing out there tonight with the amount of rain we've had in Sydney. It's been absolutely torn.
Behind the line, Ben.
Looking nervous.
Oh, this is a bad dropout. That's well taken over there by Horro. And the first tackle will be effected 20 metres out from the Canterbury line. So this is going to be a real test for them. They've stood most tests that have been thrown at them so far, but that was their worst dropout. It's their third of the night. Robson working overtime. Good hands, Burt. Off the shoulder of Lozano. It's come down to Laffey. It's okay to play on. 12 metres away from the Canterbury line. With every tackle, with every run, with every second that ticks by, Canterbury's confidence can only be growing. And Parramatta's frustration likewise. Heading in a northern direction. Hallertau hit with a shoulder thing. Is it Hayne again? Yes, it is. He's a big fellow. He probably doesn't look as big as he really is, this fella. This kick could be 40-20.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That ball bounced out.
Timmy.
That's a great kick from Benny Roberts.
Please.
The field is so wet here that the red line that marks the 40-20, the 40-metre line, you can hardly see it from up here as to whether or not players will be behind the line. See, that red line is usually where the referee is. There is no
30.
Yeah, but he's easily 40-30. But you see that red line, Joey? They're missing. They've been rubbed off with all the rain.
A great kick anyway by Ben Roberts, and Canterbury go on the attack again. Here's Idris. When I say again, just for the second time. Idris! And refusing to go down. Got it back to Barber. Barber to Hodkinson. He comes crabbing across the ground, drawing Moi out of the line.
Move now. Here, hold.
Play by Hodkinson. Here's Pritchard. 9 metres out, buckled over. Romolo into dummy half. Then for Hodkinson. Now he goes behind 2 and picks up Roberts, and Roberts finds Idris. Pretty hard to stop. He leaves the ball out the back. Scooped up over there.
Knock on Parramatta.
10 metres out. Knock on by Parramatta is being called. Because Hayne has scooped on it. But I think the knock on came in the tackle.
Yeah, Idris was obviously trying to get an offload. Jared Hayne not happy about it. He's waiting for the replay. Let's have a look. Roberts with a show on the inside. Out it comes to Idris. Idris will try and pop this out the back. Oh, can't see.
Well, that's what Hayne's blowing up about.
He didn't touch it.
There's no touch there.
Let's have another look. He's just popped it out the back.
Maybe he's got the impression that I think Horro might have helped the ball out in a forward direction. But here's Roberts. Across, a drifting run for Barber, and Barber is 10 away. Well, Parramatta's dished plenty out. Now it's their turn to cop it. Romolo out from dummy half. Who play the ball. 9 metres out in front of the northern uprights. Played back for Roberts and he spins it away. It goes Tolman, it goes Hodkinson, back to Halliday. And Dean will play the ball. 9 metres away. Play back to Romolo. Nuggety little fellow. Roberts is with the ball. Taken by Manor. Ben, as I said, to join Parramatta next year with Chris Sando. Here's Hodkinson putting a kick in. Came off a Parramatta player who did not play at the ball according to the referees. And it's Tolman who'll play the ball. This is the last for Canterbury. The kick is to come. Eastwood has gone out there. Hodkinson puts a kick in. A test for Jordan Atkins. He's lost the ball. Canterbury have got a touch on it, have they? No, it's forced by Luke Burt.
I didn't touch it, he hit it there.
What about it? Created by Parramatta, goal line.
Okay, you heard it.
No, I'm trying to listen. I can't hear people, that's all.
And he's saying the Dogs did not get a hand on this, and it was knocked backwards by a Parramatta player, then forced.
So Atkins went up and the ball comes down. They obviously believe that Burt actually got some fingers on that ball before the Dogs arrived.
Well behind, Luke.
A smile, well, I was going to say a smile, it's a look of disbelief on the face of Jared Hayes. Luke Burt's kick is not good. It's only gone down to the 40-metre line, and here's Eastwood bringing it back. So 20 minutes of the game gone. Parramatta has had 62% of possession. All good is on for Moimore. Played in the middle by Ryan, and he's gone to Pritchard, and Pritchard says, come with me, and he's got a ball back. Just a little bit too late to do much with it, though. And a penalty against Parramatta now.
Too long, Nathan. He was there and you push him back down again.
Yeah,
Romolo was.
Kick the goal.
You take the 2, wouldn't you, Gus?
You've got to kick the goal. 2 points is golden here tonight. You've got to take the points.
Take the tap.
Oh.
Take the tap.
Canterbury with Tolman.
Well, let's hope they get 6.
2 metres out from the line. Romolo away to the right for Hodkinson to find Eastwood. And Eastwood will play the ball. 9 metres out. Canterbury now with another chance. To the right side for Roberts. And Roberts tries to get between a couple of forwards. When I say that, Matua was one of them. But it's come back now to Hodkinson. Decoys. Oh, Pritchard's lost it. That's a knock-on. It's an advantage to Manor for Parramatta.
The set play gone wrong there for Dogs. You come back to the inside there, Big Frank. Been impressed with him early on. He's been running hard and straight. The ball went to ground.
He's also been holding his position in the middle of the ruck, Pritchard. More of a front row performance than out wide as a second rower. Here's Parramatta with Keating, and let's go to the sideline for Brad Fittler.
Josh Reynolds preparing to go onto the field for the young hooker, Joel Romello. Watching these two sides go through their sets of 6. Parramatta, when they had good field, they just had so much going on. All that thinking. I'll be saving the thinking, saving it for the brawn that they're going to need later in the game to keep getting through these wet conditions.
Here's Hindmarsh, who made 300 games, all for a single club last Saturday night at Penrith. and had the party spoiled. He comes up without the shorts again, but that's nothing new. Hayne goes high. We've been waiting for this, and it's come back, and it's gone down to Robson. Robson to Smith, and Smith standing looking to get the arm free to pop it, but he can't. And that will be Turner.
Play the ball in, please.
Well, it's pretty obvious that Benny Barber, given his troubles of the last few weeks, if he can get the opportunity to let the ball bounce, he's not going to attack it. And that's not bad in these conditions. It's not such a terrible decision.
Hutchinson for Eastwood. Eastwood taken by Allgood with the head taping. And Hindmarsh involved in the tackle. And here's Turner going away, met by the shoulder of Matua, just beyond the 20-metre line. And a run then from Dean Hallertau at the back of the scrum tonight. They play it on the 30-metre line, down the middle of the ground, and Reynolds a dummy half, passing to Hodkinson. His kick taken down on the 20 by Bird. He's outside 30, he's outside 40, he's gone 45. And that's where he's going to be asked to play the ball, held there by David Stagg. And now Wasili put the ball over the line. I almost said Stewart early in the night, very early in the night, but it was denied. And here's Manor with the ball now for Parramatta. Interesting, David Stagg coming off the bench. A sort of a Wayne Pearce type player, a tackling machine. It's almost like starting Hindmarsh off the bench. Robson then short into Hindmarsh. Eastwood took the tackle, and then it's gone to Robson. Dummy tries to go, gets the ball back and around from the supporting Ben Smith, and Smith will play it 15 away. Parramatta on the attack again. Keating, Robson in, Burt kick, and then it's in the in goal for Barber. Beautiful stuff, Robertson, Barber, and Barber will play it 15 out from the line. Was that as I saw it, or was it an illusion?
It was a great play considering the conditions. Ben Roberts read the play well. The inside pass to Luke Burt. Watch this for hands. Catch, pass. Great awareness by those two players.
And talking about the conditions, have a look at the crowd here tonight. David Gallup should be out with free tickets in hand, shaking hands and handing out free admission to anyone who's turned up here tonight. It is blisteringly cold.
Time off, zero
Pouring rain. The fans that have turned up tonight need a medal.
Nobody's going to argue with that comment, but I just wonder how much more work David Gallup can do. It's 0-0 on Friday Night Football. And here is Robson, who's kept busy tonight. The 23 is on for Parramatta, Joseph Paulo. And the ball played, and Allgood takes it up, and they're good meters. Meters becoming more and more available as it goes from Keating to Hindmarsh to Hayne, and Hayne gets a ball down. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by Idris. And Idris is taken down 30 metres out from his own line. Played back for Reynolds, and now for Stagg. Stagg met by Keating and Hindmarsh. 7 from 11 and 13 from 17. Tells the story, doesn't it? Parramatta have had 6 more sets than Canterbury. Is Eastwood shouldering and bulldogging his way across the halfway line. Ben Roberts onto that left foot, and he bumps it down into the corner. Lovely kick, nice weight. Burt away to Wasili, and there's a ring of blue and white around it.
That's the perfect play on a night like this. It's no good just hitting the ball up, waiting to make another error because the ball slips out of your grasp. Kick it, chase it, tackle it, wait for the opposition to make the errors.
Joseph Paulo again with the ball, 23-year-old. Brother of, trying to think, Junior Paulo. There's Parramatta then going to the boot of Burt to get out of that 40-metre zone, and there's a long run across the ground by Ben Barber to take it on the full, and he's met and pulled down by Paulo with Robson and Mitchell Allgood. Allgood, one of 4 players re-signing with Parramatta today until 2013. Loco, Lasalo, Allgood and Morgan have re-signed until the end of 2013, and they've re-signed from Cronulla, Parramatta that is, to Lima Tautai. Tautai coming back from Cronulla to Parramatta. Roberts then, Hodkinson in, Halatau with the ball. On the halfway line, upended over there by Rennie Matua together with Matthew Keating. The brothers again not coming together. The kick across the ground has been picked up by Wright, and Wright is able to get a kick in. It's gone to ground. Parramatta's Robson has got it. That's a good piece of work by Jeff Robson. They were working close to the sideline, and for him to come up with it without spilling it was a very good effort. Parramatta with Wasili taking it out to the 40-metre line. The red line that we can't see. All good, not all good. Atkins, I should say. Just short of halfway. And then to Robson. Just pops it back in for Joseph Paulo. Played junior Kiwis. Played 6 tests for Samoa. And played Australian schoolboys. So what's that make him ineligible for? I'm not sure. That's something that has to be cleared up, though. It's just too confusing. Played by Wright.
Geez, that was a smart kick from Jared Hayne. He was facing the left corner, and at the last minute, he bananas the kick here. Look at that. Look at the body. He's facing to the left corner. Sends Ben Barber over that way, then kicks it back over that side with a banana kick. What a play.
Barber with a scoot from dummy half. He had the big fella with him, Idris. Wherever Ben is, or Jamal is, if you like. Here's a break, and a clean break for Hodkinson. They're on their way for the try line. Passes to Reynolds. Reynolds goes away. And Josh Reynolds scores for the Dogs. Something had to break, and it was Parramatta that broke.
Lovely. Just attacking the line. Little step, gets the markers going the wrong way. Nice little short pass in behind there. And backs up young Josh Reynolds. Good player, this kid. I like him. And he opens the scoring here at ANZ tonight.
Steve Turner taking the conversion of the Josh Reynolds try for Canterbury. A comment on the try from Brad Fittler.
Yeah, nice bit of work there by the standing hooker, Josh Reynolds. You've got to blame Parramatta's defence, but in conditions like this, you get nice and tight. All good and Paulo had a real big space between them. Hodgkinson found the hole. Then Reynolds backed up like a good little support player he is.
That's the way to play in wet weather. Get your small man in a dummy half and change of angles around the ruck. There's no use in these conditions throwing big long balls and trying to play around teams. You've got to play back through the middle.
Oh, the fellow with the big mop of hair is Martin Tapau. At the moment, you can see the limping in jumper number 17.
Yeah, he hurt himself.
Well, that would seem fairly obvious. But here's Reynolds, and another break in as many minutes for the 17. 8 metres into Parramatta's territory. Barber through, Roberts on, Hodkinson with it. Hodkinson, tackle from Matua, suspect. Referee's letting it go on.
He's no good, that big kid. He's hit the turf backing back play. He's getting plenty of treatment.
To Power. He's talking about is Roberts with a big up and under. Jamal's taken it out of midair, put a kick in. That is brilliant by Canterbury and cleaned up by Hollow.
What about big Jamal there? Great catch, and then the awareness to put the foot to the ball for the second kick. Up he goes, big Jamal, down he comes, and then just feathers the ball towards the in goal.
Some play by Jamal. And here is Tapau. Back to the 30-metre line. Josh Reynolds, $41. First try scorer.
How's gone, Robs?
I can't believe he ran that far with that injury. He was down in back play with the trainer and gone, and then said, no, leave me alone, I'll be right, and absolutely powered that ball up at 100 mile an hour and stood up and said, no, I'm no good. Well, how much courage was that?
Toyota Cup today had to be postponed and moved to Sunday. It'll be played at Wentworth Ringrose Park at 11:15. Parramatta will play Canterbury at Ringrose on Sunday at 11:15. It'll be a good game of football, particularly if we get a little bit of abatement from the rain.
That's my old junior ground, Ringrose Park. I used to love Ringrose Park when he leagues there. What a great club.
There's Robson turning it back on the inside for Wasili.
Did you ever play at Ringrose Park, Rabbits?
Well, no, I didn't play there, but I used to coach there. As the kick gets away from Robson down to Turner. Well, in Westlake and Ronnie Bottles and all those people. Just inside the 30-metre line. And this is David Stagg. He got rid of Hindmarsh and eventually was taken around the legs by Matua. And now Halliday. They're just keeping it simple, Canterbury, and it's working. And played, and here's another dummy half run. Just one pass, now a dummy, then a give, and there's a little opening. Laffey for Wright, and Wright pursued. He kicks infield, and oh, it's cleaned up, and it's again Justin Horrow.
He's done really well, this boy, hasn't he? He's got back and covered 2 kicks now, and this time he comes from the far side of the field. I'll tell you what, this game has changed since young Josh Reynolds come on. He's probing out a dummy half and instigating a lot of indecision in the Parramatta defence around the play the ball area. And look where Horrow's come from, the far side of the field. Ben Smith with the big chase on Benji Marshall a couple of weeks ago. Horrow with a couple of saves there. And that's Nathan Hindmarsh stuff.
6-0 in favour of Canterbury. That is Tim Laffey in the team in place of Josh Morris, which was an indicator from Jim Dimmick that names don't matter. Ryan will play it right there, 10 away, chance for Canterbury. Here, Hodkinson right now. Roberts to Halliday. 5 away. Roberts again, dummies, goes back off his left foot, but he runs back into traffic. Last tackle then for Canterbury. And they go back for a deep pass for Hodkinson to get a kick in. And the jump is on for Barber. Up they go, down they come. And the ref says it's Parramatta forcing goal.
Grounded.
Line drop out again. So this will be number 7 for the game. Reading David Genzel's way of getting more commercials away, we'd make a fortune tonight, Dave, if you get that through.
You need a fortune to pay your wage.
One behind, boys. Get behind. Stay behind. Stay behind.
Dreams might come true. Here it is to Roberts. Roberts to Eastwood. Eastwood up to the 20-metre line. Now Reynolds goes over to Hodkinson. Hodkinson away to Halliday. $41 Reynolds paid with TAB Sportsbet, the best betting corporation in Australia, as he tries to repair some damage. Now goes from Roberts back on the inside for Idris, an outside-inside ball. And Jamal will play it back for Reynolds. Now it comes to Roberts. He goes face ball across the captain and picks up Laffey. 2 3/4 to go first half. Here's Roberts. That came off hands of Moymoon and it's been knocked on by Hindmarsh.
Doesn't matter.
No doubts about it.
It's come forward off you.
And
go forward, Nathan.
The look of the Warrior. Sir, you're kidding.
Yeah, you got to say charge downs. When teams are attacking your line, I just don't know about that from Fui, Rabs, and poor old Hindy in these conditions. That
it's
was
low
a hard
percentage. I know what you're saying. It's a low percentage play, the charge down, particularly in that situation. So Canterbury with a chance in front of half-time, and Roberts is a silky, smooth player, isn't he? We play it back to Hodkinson, and the word goes to Cassiano. Cassiano held down by Robson as long as he could, and Reynolds cheekily has a lunge. That's how close he got. Played. Oh, he's lost it.
That is just lost, Josh.
Cold, according to the referee. Ian Shortall and Gerard Sutton in charge of this game. This young man, Reynolds, on camera, the try scorer. He played for St George Dragons in juniors, and you'd swear blind, well, how would St George let him go? But St George Dragons are in the Belmore district, aren't they? That's the name of the junior club that he comes from, Josh Reynolds. And he's lost it cold, according to the referee. Looking at that, you've got to agree. And the percentages have levelled out, possession-wise, to 50-50. And they've both now had 21 uses of the football. There was a massive gap there where Parramatta at one stage had 6 more uses. The Eels have completed 16 from 21. Bulldogs 14 from 21. So everything is starting to level out except the scoreboard. 6-0 in favour of Canterbury. 40 seconds of the first half to go. And the number 6, Jared Hayne. Plenty of chances early. They had a mile of opportunities. Robson, but I've got to say the Canterbury defence was excellent. High kick, Barber takes it, doesn't leave the ground, doesn't let it bounce. Away from Hindmarsh, got it on, Keating to Idris. And he is pulled down. 30 metres out. They've got just a few seconds left for David Stagg to take the tackle. And this will be the last play. Siren in the background. 5 tackles indicated. Roberts is put down. Tackled eventually by Robson. So at half-time, just 1 try. And it takes us to the break with Canterbury leading 6-0.
Get behind your team as they go gunning for finals glory on Super Saturday. The glory days are back. First up, it's the Titans and Cowboys live. Then
the choice is yours.
Catch the Tigers and Roosters lining up Leichhardt, or press red for the Sharks Night Showdown. Both games live at the same time.
What a try!
With only 7 rounds of the season left, don't dare miss Super Saturday, only on Fox Sports.
We've got terrific kitchens here at Bunnings. They're really, really beautiful. You can install them yourself and save a fortune. A lot of people aren't aware that we have them. Come and see our displays. They just look wonderful.
L-shaped kitchens from just $2,998. Straight line kitchens from only $2,039. If you happen to find a cheaper price on a stocked item, we'll beat it by 10%.
That's fabulous to think that you could do it yourself.
Bunnings Warehouse. Lowest prices aren't just the beginning.
Seek even more pleasure with Streets Magnum. For a limited time, 1 in 6 sticks wins a free Streets Magnum. Look for specially marked packs today. 1 in 6 sticks wins instantly. Magnum, for pleasure seekers.
There's a feeling you get when you're part of something big.
Especially when you're with Australia's largest fund manager.
I could say there's power in numbers.
Colonial First State. Welcome to the wealth generation.
Well, that's everything sorted. I've just insured the house, contents and the car.
What about the kids?
We can't insure the kids.
No, but we could insure our kids' futures by getting life insurance.
Your or your partner's death would obviously be very traumatic for your family. But on top of that, how would they cope with all the ongoing expenses after you're gone? They can really add up.
The car's insured. Surely we're more important than the car.
Oh, of course we are, but I don't know if we can afford life insurance.
Actually, you can. A life insurance plan through Insurance Line can cost you as little as $2.31 a week, with discounts if you pay annually or cover your partner as well. You can apply over the phone or online in minutes without a medical. And depending on your level of cover, plans can pay out up to $1 million to help your loved ones.
Well, what do you think?
Let's sort it out.
Call Insurance Line on 13 88 10.
Bounce Boys are transforming your Sunday nights.
Guide your mind to celestial heights.
After the Bounce, live Sundays only on Fox Sports.
So Parramatta starting the second half, running right to left. And the big fellow Cassiano brings the ball back 15 metres out from his own line. Now it's Eastwood's turn. And to foul. Just trying to power, I should say, trying to get some feeling back in, I think, an anchor. That's Stagg. 6-0 in favour of the Dogs. Now Eastwood, and goes short into Hallertau. Look at some of the smirks on the commentators' faces when one strangles himself on pronunciations. Now Laffey gets it away, and it's put onto the boot by Jonathan Wright, taken by Luke Burt. And this is Vasili coming away with it. 40 metres out from the Parramatta line. That is Atkins. Yes, it's almost unbearable some nights here when you trip over your tongue and you get a pronunciation wrong. Meshes Johns, Gould, Sterling, Middleton. They just laugh collectively. Here is Hayne breaking into open space. Got support. Left foot step. Still going. Shaped to throw a dummy with a ball out the back. I don't know how he did that, but he's going to play the ball. 9 away. Long ball deep. Robson off the feet of Canterbury, and that's play on, I think, for Roberts, but he's had the ball taken.
Tackle's made. Tackle's made, Jeff. He's on the ground. You're right in.
To Canterbury.
This is what Parramatta need more of from Jared Hayne. Look at this. Skips to the outside of Andrew Ryan. Too much strength there for Ben Roberts. And what a mover. Look at that. Beautiful to watch.
It's nice he came over to the right-hand side of the field there, Joey, too. He didn't park himself out the left where he'd been most of the first half. He's obviously been told to go looking for the ball.
Well Gus, he's a 5'8". He's got to think run first, not pass. He's got to be a running 5'8".
Eastwood. Hodkinson. Hallertau. Good tackle there by Allgood. Bundled him up nice and quickly. Reynolds, Roberts on, Barber, back, Ryan with the ball. And Ryan will play the ball. 30 metres away from Parramatta's line. And again it was Roberts. He's certainly impressing his new coach, I'd imagine. Kick from Reynolds wasn't so crash hot. Smith had an easy catch. Vasili. Inside the 20-metre line. It's repeating, no Toyota Cup tonight, being postponed to Sunday, 11:15 at Wentworthville's Ringrose Park. Played by Atkins, Keating back. That's Matua. Brad Fittler sideline.
Hello, Robbie. Just adding on to Jared Hayne here. I'm not sure if he ever got to see much of the King, Wally Lewis. Whenever Wally Lewis played in these sort of conditions, he was the best forward on the field. He'd be hitting the ball up out of trouble, always played real aggressive and lift his side.
Robson. And that is going to go dead. So 20-metre restart for Canterbury. David Middleton was telling me at half-time Parramatta had made 3 dummy half runs compared to Canterbury's 16. Which, of course, tells the story that Canterbury were quite happy to play wet weather simple football, whereas Parramatta wanted to play something more like dry weather football. Here's Ryan. Reynolds a dummy half. Roberts at first. Second is Cassiano taking it up. Forward play off a pivot. Middle of the ground. Play back to Hodkinson. Ben to Roberts. Bangs with that left foot. Everything he does, as I said in the first half, it looks silky. Here's Burt. And Luke is forced back inside his 20-metre line. 6-0 in favour of the Dogs. 5 minutes gone, second half. Horrow, who was quite brilliant for Parramatta in defence in the first half. He was custodian and cleaned up a couple of dangerous situations. Matua, little ball round the corner, Lasalo. Keating, short, all good, short, Moi, deflection, and the ball goes to ground. And
forward into a Bulldogs player.
He's ruled that it's been a knock-on from Parramatta into a Bulldogs player.
It's a massive lead, 6-0 in conditions like this. If the Bulldogs are smart, it's their game to lose. All they've got to do is wait for Parramatta to try and force the pass, as they're doing here. The errors will come.
Referee calling somebody to back in at the back of the scrum because the Parramatta side had too many backs. Centre of the ground, played by Idris. Now for Stagg, now for Hallertau. Taken by Moimoi. Gone from Reynolds, found Stagg, short Eastwood, and Eastwood charges up the middle. 27 away. Tackled by Allgood. Reynolds, Hodkinson let decoys go. Roberts dubious, but taken by Ryan, the pass. On the 20-metre line. 20 metres in from the Eastern. Cassiano, 10 metres out. Will play it for Ben Barber to be watched. Now it's gone to Roberts. He puts a kick across towards the uprights. Moimoy's underneath it. Oh, there was a Canterbury player. Hallertau flying high, doing nothing.
Team Hallertau.
Only interfering,
you go straight
really.
past him, you don't ever
Didn't
contest
offer
the ball.
a contest,
Team
and the
Hallertau.
penalty's been given consequently. Against Dean Hallertau. As Manor goes back into the game, and Parramatta's put in a wonderful touch finder.
What about that for a kick?
Jared Hayne.
Yeah.
2 steps and went bang.
What about that
50
for a kick?
metres.
He's found 50 metres with that.
He's still half asleep.
Manor.
It's rather unkind. What did he say, Rabbits? He's half asleep.
Have a look how casual he is.
Keating. Does have that drowsy look about him, doesn't he? Now, all good.
That's very unkind.
That's Joey Johns. That's the way he is.
Oh, gosh, all right.
There's Hayne back, picking up. Burke coming in off him. After a decoy had run off that left hip. That's how far out they are, Parramatta. They're trying to chase down 6-0. It's gone away to Robson. Robson to the 10-metre line. Still no Casey McGuire. Hayne again. Little kick in. Taken well by Barber. Got a good bounce. Stewart comes away. Sprints away to the 20-metre line. Barber. Played back to Turner. Turner's met there by Horrow.
I think Barber's going to be one of those players like Billy Slater and Matty Bowen. When you put a grubber kick in, looking to score a try, you risk having one scored against you. It's about the third time tonight he's found a bit of space and run 20 metres off a grubber kick reception. He'll take it all the way one night.
Tolman. Raking kick down the ground for Burt.
That's nice. Look at this. That's nice.
Oh! Knock on against Parramatta.
That's the way you're playing the rep.
Let them make the mistakes.
No frills. Just wait around as soon as you're in a good position to kick. Lovely kick there from Roberts. Not the fact that the kick went downfield and went well. It was where he kicked it to and when he kicked it. And the pressure he put on Luke Burt, who as experienced as he is, even he had a little bit of a look up and come up with the fumble.
Luke, to see how much time he had available. I wouldn't doubt his courage. Intercepted by Jared Hayne. Hayne's on his way. He leads by at least 20 metres and they're not going to run him down. Hayne scores try number 5 in the last 3 games. Parramatta v Canterbury. So the betting plunge is a little bit too late.
Why?
Delilah.
Do you want to run with a play like that. Why invite disappointment into your life with long, loping passes like that when you're 6-0 in front and Jared Hayne is in the area? Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Totally in control. Now we're all locked up.
So, Luke Burt punching it over to bring it to 6-all now. The try scored by Hayne. He was devastating, as I said, in the match earlier this year before he lost his head. Here's Roberts, long ball. Andrew.
Perhaps you talk about vision in attack, but Jared Hayne there showed the vision in defence. He looked up, he saw Ben Roberts come right in the line, and at the corner of his eye, saw the man out the back.
The line drop out, bouncing down. Taken on the hit by Hayne. Moy up the middle. Brings a roar from the crowd. Maguire. Robson. Now Manor. Held by Ryan. And Pritchard. Played to Maguire. On to Hayne. Hayne across, and it's Matua has lost sight. There might have been a little knock on there by Idris. Yes, there was. It would be a Parramatta loose head and feed.
See, Joe, I don't know why they keep persevering with this. I mean, they might end up scoring a try and making me sound stupid, but I just don't know that tonight's the night to be doing this sort of stuff.
Let's try where the football goes, trying to play around teams.
Here's Parramatta with, I think it's Lasalo out there. It is Lasalo. Now for Tim Manor, and they hit the ball up the middle. The markers were waiting. Tolman and Stagg. Left side play for Hayne. Moy ran a decoy. Matua got it right that time. We'll play the ball inside the 20-metre line. Maguire again. Off to the right side. Tolman's after it. He throws a Hail Mary. It's gone to ground. It's picked up by Manor. Manor goes back to the 20-metre line. And that's the fourth tackle gone for Parramatta. Ball being played to Casey Maguire. They go right side again. They've gone away from Hayne. He puts a kick in. Barber's there. Barber's going to be trapped. There's blue and gold all over the place. So it's another line dropper.
Well, there's the set of six for you there. They fumbled around in the middle of the field in the slot for four tackles, doing nothing, going nowhere, making mistakes, dropping the ball, and then just put the ball on the kick. Look at this. Look at it. Fumble around and bumble around. All of a sudden, it's simple. Just Robson, put it in behind the line. Keep waiting for them to make a mistake. You can do that all night.
Drop out again. That's the 9th of the night. 5 for Canterbury. Manor to play. Maguire with fresh legs. Moy. Inspirational stuff to his other forwards. Maguire to Hayne, left foot step. He got it back to Burt, and Burt is put down, 7 out. Canterbury's online defence, superb tonight. Now it's gone away for Robson to go in for Moy. The big fella's just finished the run. He's taken the next one. He'll play the ball 9 metres out. Again back to Maguire. And across to Robson. He steps and dummies. Gets it back, and it's picked up by Hindmarsh. And Nathan to play the ball. 2 to go. Or 1 to go. 6-all to score. Pass by Hayne. Out to Smith. It's gone over the sideline.
Last tackle. Hold the 10. Change over. Hold the 10. Wait for the go.
Change over for Canterbury.
Wait for the go. Don't jump.
3/4 of the game gone. The bandaged bear cup held by Parramatta at the moment.
I've got you a good car park on Sunday, Rabbits. I've looked after you like a silkworm.
Silkworm? Yeah. What's that about? What's that?
The silkworms take a lot of care, Joe. We used to have them when we were kids.
Tolman.
Do you have silkworms, Rabbits?
I used to, as a matter of fact. I think they fed them on the leaves off a grapevine.
Mulberry tree.
Mulberry tree, that's right. Here's Pritchard playing it. Andrew Ryan flopping it back. Reynolds, Lasalo up out of the line making the tackle.
We climb trees, Joey. As kids. In KX boxes.
It's been said that you're ape-like. Now it's played by Tolman. Here's Hodkinson. He drives it down. And it's come down to Burt.
Don't tell me Andrew Johns never had silkworms. He never had silkworms yet.
No.
Not in Cessnock. Goannas. Here's Atkins.
Anyway, I've got you a really good car park on Sunday.
6-all, thank you.
And I've got you a nice soft chair.
Maguire back for Manor.
A couple of pretty girls for a half-time massage.
Excuse me. What was that?
I'm looking after rabbits.
Hey, I'm working Sunday too.
Moi moi. Gone from silkworms to massage girls. Here's Maguire back for Hayne. Hayne away quickly to Matua. Matua dummies back on the inside. Picked up by Edwards and he tries to Gordon Tallassy. Tries to rag Dolly. Now it's away. Hayne, right side kick. Looks good. The fly from Wasili to ground. Cleaned up by Barber. Must have come off Parramatta.
Knock on, Parramatta. Change over, mate. Change over. Casey, hold
Marcus,
this set.
lock in with your foot.
Don't leave off early.
Canterbury away. Replay showing you what the referee saw.
17 minutes to go, Andrew. When do you start thinking field goal might decide this?
Oh, I'd go next set, guys. They're always to get. They're easy to get with 17 minutes to go. I'd rather get one now than with 3 minutes to go.
Ryan. Taken by Heinmark. Back to Hodkinson to get them out of here. Let's get out of here. Burt off his 20. Crosses 30. Heads to the middle. And he's taken down in a low diving tackle by the kicker, Hodkinson. Wasili. Just a turquoise pair of tights. I think that'd be probably the right colour. Moi moi. Just inside the 40-metre line. It's amazing the power he hits the line. A few times that he actually comes out the other side without causing absolute carnage. Robson got a decoy from Heinmark. Hey, kicks, looks for his right winger. Taken off the hips there by Wright. Knocked back by Wright. Jonathan Wright tries to clear. Fins Robson. Comes out to the 10 and bang. He's hit by Heinmark and Manor. Well, he got a few things wrong, Jonathan, but he got the final thing right. And this is Idris. You see it's all.
You feel like they're building Parramatta, don't you? They look the most likely to come up with a winning play. The Dogs really holding on for dear life. And when you've won 2 of your last 10, you can become very used to losing. You've got to find that self-belief from within. But tonight you're going to get it right.
Romolo is back, meaning that Reynolds has done his job. Hodkinson again. This is a good kick. This is a good kick from inside the 40, I think.
Yes, just as well we got the red line.
Hold.
That was some kicking the pressure. That was mighty.
Canterbury attack numbers outnumbered by defenders. Played by Laffey. And turned up for Pritchard, and he's turned upside down. He loses the ball with the impact. Heinmark has got it. Referee thought of a knock-on. Ball bounces. Wasili has got the ball. 6 more tackles indicated by the officials. And played by Wasili on 0. That's Lasalo. Hayne rushes into dummy half. Heinmark takes a clearing run out to the 30-metre line. 6 all. Is under 14 to go. Manor went through. Romolo. He played the ball inside the 40-metre line. Hayne again a dummy half. Moymoy's with the ball. Where's Maguire got to? Here he is, he's there now. Comment from Fred on the sideline.
Mate, just talking about the body language, I don't think that error did it any good. Parramatta coming in at 40-20 looked awful. But here they go on the attack. Big Jamal pushes him over the sideline.
Yes, and he got him there too.
The sideline robes when it's wet.
Jamal Idris. He's done some very, very good things here tonight. There he was in an impressive performance, Fred Fittler.
Absolutely, that was a beautiful tackle, and very timely when they coughed the ball up earlier on. We're talking about the body language of clubs and teams, and who's this? I think that's Eastwood, is it? Stagg.
Yes, David Stagg.
Screaming. Yeah, that's not good. Looks like his left knee.
Freddie, just watched the reaction of Romolo here, number 9. He looks down and, oh yeah, doesn't look good.
So David Stagg off for Canterbury. Who did they send back into the game? Cassiano, was it?
I think it was Eastwood, right?
Eastwood, was it? Okay. Halfway line, centre ground, and we are just under 12 minutes from Golden Point. If it stays as it is, Hallertau, 30 metres away. 5 gone for the blue and whites of Canterbury. Hutchinson puts it high. They've got to get close to take a shot tonight. That might have come off Parramatta, gone back to a player in the same colours, and it's with Wasili. .35 away from their own line, Parramatta. And here's Maguire with a dig, almost to halfway. Payne on the short side, laying it back and down for Lasalo. Camila Lasalo playing the ball. And they go back to Hayne on the short side, and he puts it end on end, and it's going to beat Barber to the line. It's a nice, safe area to have play, even though they're going to have the football. They won't be kicking drop goals from there, that's for sure.
I see a lot of really good things about the Parramatta way they play the game. He's introduced. I think he's done a good job maybe this season.
Eastwood. Got a new 6 and a new 7 coming next year, Parramatta. That's Hallertau. Still think they need a centre. It's Tolman. 8 short of halfway. Roberts. And Burt caught a glimpse of it quick. Moved very smartly to his left. He's tackled on his 30.
Luke Burt had a drop kick from about 45 metres out last week in Golden Point extra time. He could have easily resulted in a Parramatta win. He's the player most likely to kick one for the Eels. With the Dogs, I'm not so sure. Probably Roberts or Hodgkinson, I guess.
They're certainly not going to kick it from 45 out tonight, are they?
Oh, some of these boys can kick it long.
Played by Manor, given by Maguire. Hayne is with the ball. Gives the pass to Lasalo. And he'll play the ball. 35 out, 5 tackles gone. Hayne with it again. Goes for the midfield bomb. It'll need a good chase. Underneath it is Turner. There's a Parramatta player on the ground. Turner's lost the ball. Knock on is ordered. Parramatta get a really good chance.
Touch and go.
Would they go drop goal first tackle?
Well, they should go whenever they get plenty of space, because it's quite obvious that that's going to be the most likely scoring play for a win.
And here they go to Jared Hayne. He goes long and back to Burt. Burt goes away. Wasili got rid of one, but he's tackled 5 away. Burt a dummy half. Back to Jared Hayne. Back to Nathan Heinmars. Heinmars pulled 8 metres out. Let's have a look at them. Robson to the left. A run by Maguire. Now with all good. Shovels the player away. Eastwood it was.
Well, he's there, Luke Burton.
Robson's looking for advice. Robson's deep. Maguire takes another run. So they've used 4. Now is the hour, is it or not? Moya Barnes. Well, now, if they're going to take the shot, it's pretty obvious. Here comes a lofted ball. Shocking pass, really. Jared shaped a kick, then he changed it. Decided to run it. Puts a kick over the head. Turner goes back. It'll go dead. Will it? No. Turner's going to be trapped, is he? No. He got around them. Brilliant play. Now he's in the touch. Oh, my goodness. The fluctuations of fortunes for Canterbury there.
Well, it doesn't have to be great football to be exciting. Parramatta absolutely destroyed that centre 6. They were in position 3 times to get the ball to Luke Burt, and then just tried the bars from dummy half. Jared Hayne comes up with a kick. Turner thinks it's going dead. Now he decides to grab it and says, well, I'll get it out. Beats 2 men to get into the field of play, but goes near the sideline and gets bundled into touch. That was no.
Same scenario. Hayne, dummy, give, Burt at Laffey. And the youngster equal to that occasion. He's been in the tackle for a while. It's come away to Robson. Now to all good, and he's smashed into the ground by Eastwood and Romolo. It's come back now for a shot. Jared Hayne takes the kick. Hayne's kick. It's there. It's a point to Parramatta. So it's 7-6. Parramatta in front now.
They didn't wait around that time, did they? The previous set of 6 was awful. But this time Jared Hayne on tackle 2 says, give it to me, let's get this out of here.
Wow, looked like it had a gale blowing from right to left. Hindmarsh, 5 to go. And this is Matua playing it on his own 40-metre line. Second tackle gone. Hindmarsh wants another. As I said at the top of the telecast, there are some who think 27 might get you there. Not many agree with that thought, but Parramatta then would have to go through unbeaten to reach that benchmark. Horro, 40 metres out from the line. 5 gone for Parramatta as they go across to Hayne again. And he puts a kick in, almost gentle, you might say, but it'll go dead this time. And Barber will transfer it back to the middle of the 20.
Not yet.
4.5 to go.
The Bulldogs really needed this 2 points tonight. They've got 3 minutes 58 seconds to conjure up a little bit of magic to keep their competition alive. When you start talking mathematically, you know you're getting towards the end of it. They really needed the boost tonight of these 2 points.
Penalty to Canterbury. It's against the Parramatta defender. Robson in there too long. Just talking of time there, I thought I couldn't work out what he was doing, but the clock on the main semaphore here, different than our clock by some 20 seconds. Here's Eastwood. So Canterbury, will they grab a chance to level and send us into extra time? Reynolds is back. Hopkinson turning it in for Tolman. 12 out in the middle. To the left side for Barber. In for Pritchard, and he goes barging for the 4 points. Played again to Reynolds. Reynolds strips out from dummy half. He got one earlier. Might have another, has he? Reynolds is over the line.
That'll be tackle 4.
There's a blue and white reception in there, and the referee wants to examine it.
Well, if he scored here, Parramatta should hang their heads in shame. Having just got to the front, to concede a try as soft as that from a yard out from the goal line would be disastrous. Let's have a look. 4 on 1. 4 on 1. Oh, maybe they got under him at the last minute. But young Josh Reynolds might be a fibber, Ab.
It's a big gang now. The fibber gang.
Tackle 4.
Dimmick.
Josh, wait for the whistle.
For a moment,
Use your
thought he
foot.
had the catch.
Use your foot. Go, Josh, tackle 4. Go.
So here they go.
Play the ball. Go.
Fourth tackle. Back to Hodkinson. Now for Roberts. This is Tolman. 15 away.
Here we go.
Here they go. They've got to go for the shot now. They give it back to Hodkinson. There goes the kick, and it looks good. We are level at 7-7.
Oh, you got to love footy, don't you? Never give up the Bulldogs.
78 minutes gone. Hodkinson goes bang and puts it straight between the southern uprights.
A great kick.
Well, when you see those pictures from behind him, you can see the pressure coming from the Parramatta side. He not only had to get it through the post, he had to get it through the players.
Kick off by Hayne, deep. Tolman on the carry back.
Well, all the Bulldogs have got to do with this set of 6 is make sure that Parramatta don't get in field goal range on the next set. They've just got to get it down the other end and take their chances in Golden Point.
Pritchard. Run away. 30-metre line. Safe and steady as she goes. For Canterbury. Eastwood. Over 40. Gee, that's a run and a half by Greg Eastwood. Carrying 3 big men. Now, for Hodkinson again. Drives it down into the corner for Burt. Off the feet. And Burt is taken 15 out from his own line. There's a minute to go. And this is Atkins who's taken. Seeley drifting. Hayne looking to find an opening. But no, it's not on offer for Pritchard. Putting him to ground. Hindmarsh. Shoulders up. On his 20-metre line. They got beaten by a point last weekend. Is it going to happen to them again? If we go to Golden Point, and it seems absolutely certain we are. Last tackle for Parramatta. Big kick, Hayne. Jonathan Wright. Off his 20. 5 seconds of the real time, the regular time to go. That's it. That's it. So they'll go round and do it again for 5 by 5 if necessary. Last team to go to Golden Point 2 weeks in a row. Question? No takers. Warriors 2009. Hayne.
What was your memory?
Kicked by Hayne. Down to the line. Tolman. And Parramatta putting him down 12 metres into the field of play. Barber at dummy half. Eastwood was strong with his last run, but he's not having the same good fortune this time. So on the second, they've got it 20 metres away from their own line. Reynolds turning it in. Ryan. On the third, they're 25 away from their line. Barber, dummy half run, taken by Lasalo, beyond the 30-metre line. Now to Pritchard. He'll make the red line. 5 gone. So Reynolds, the Hodkinson, and that kick again, almost landing on the same divot. Back in the corner, but this time it's Atkins and not Burt.
That's a beautiful kick. Now what the Bulldogs will do is try and pressure and get the ball back in better position for their next shot of the ball. Parramatta very slow to get onside.
Atkins is having trouble getting to his feet. Parramatta have lost ground. On that play, they lost ground. Horrow. This is O'Hanlon that's on for Parramatta. First time in the game we've seen O'Hanlon. He's come on in extra time. Now away from Manna to Hayne. Long to Smith. Smith turning it in. Wasili is tackled by Roberts. 15 their own side of halfway. Payne puts a kick in. I thought he was going to go really big, but then he seemingly tried to angle it down towards the sideline. Canterbury just outside their 30-metre line.
Yeah, but I'm sure there was a game last year for Manly where Trent Hodgkinson kicked a field goal to force Golden Point extra time and then kicked another field goal to get Manly home. So it'll be extraordinary if he does it twice here to get the Bulldogs home.
Play by Turner. Reynolds, a dummy half run. O'Hanlon makes the tackle with Maguire. Fourth tackle gone. 7-all. Golden Point Friday Night Football. Romolo. They've got a chance here. The 25 out. Hodgkinson, dummy half, has gone back. Hodgkinson, in fact, was the kicker. Got the kick away. And it is wide.
Oh, he got a fair bit of it too. It was good pressure from Hindmarsh, who just forced him to hook the ball. See where Hindmarsh comes from? That forces him to kick it a little bit left. That pressure from Hindmarsh saved the day there. By coming at him on that angle, Hodgkinson had to pull it a little bit left and try and fade it back, and he couldn't do it.
All good. Canterbury making ground without the football with some of these tackles. Manor. Maguire. Maguire behind Allgood to Hayne. Hayne working up the middle. And there's a traffic jam in there. Played for Burt. Left side play. Robson, O'Hanlon. And Pat O'Hanlon on the fourth tackle is 8 metres short of halfway. Now to Horrow. He runs into the shoulder of Pritchard. It's almost as though he tackled himself. Now back for the kick, and Hayne reefs it this time. Down to Barber. Barber running towards Jonathan Wright.
1 minute to go. They should get themselves in some sort of position, you would think.
Laffey. On his own 40-metre line, and that's Horrow. Horrow's come off. Injured. Cassiano for Canterbury. Third tackle gone. Now they're to halfway. Turner. 7 metres into Parramatta's area. Fourth tackle. This is 5. Roberts takes a kick from a mile out. Taken by Burt. Bird is put down inside his 20-metre line. 7-all between the arch rivals in Golden Point time. Hayne, the late call from Ben Smith. Good metres for Smith. 35 out from his own line. Across to Hindmarsh. Again, they go back in towards the play the ball. Beats Pritchard. And there's the siren, the end of the first 5.
Well, now the advantage swings back to Parramatta because, like I said, in the first period, Bulldogs received the ball first. They got 3 sets of 6 to Parramatta's 2, and as a result, were able to have 2 shots at goal. Parramatta haven't had a shot yet. Now Parramatta get to receive the ball from the kick-off, and theoretically should dominate possession in the second period and get their chance to force the winner.
I hadn't thought about it as a game of odds and evens, but you're absolutely right.
On your run.
Okay, here they are with minute 1 at their disposal. Free of mistakes, that is. All good. 15 out from his line on 1. Moy, 25 out from his line on 2. And Pritchard makes the tackle with Cassiano. Maguire, dummy half run, no look pass. Hayne back on the inside, Lasalo, and he's taken down by Cassiano. They're just outside the 30-metre line on 3. Robson inside for O'Hanlon, and he's taken on the 40-metre line.
See, at the back end of this set of 6, they want the good long kick down to the corner.
Moy. 8 metres into Canterbury's area. It's gone to Hayne. He tried a shot. It hit a Canterbury player and was deflected over to another. And Barber's got the ball.
That's a bad play. He was in no position to kick for the field goal. Your first set of 6 in Golden Point has got to be to kick for field position. And then set yourself up for your next 2 possessions. By having a shot from that far out and fluffing it, he's brought the Bulldogs into the game.
Cassiano tackled on 3. Now the Dogs have got to get themselves into a kicking position. That's 4. Let's say they use this one to put them into some kind of range. Tolman, now they're 37 metres out. If he was to take a kick, it's going to be a 40-metre kick required. There it goes off the boot of Hodkinson. And oh dear, what a kick. What a kick from Trent Hodkinson. 8-7, Bulldogs win.
Have a look at this one, Rabbits. Hindmarsh again, but he just curls it inside the right hand upright.
Well done to the Bulldogs. Watching the opening part of this game, they were so brave. And they've got home with a 1-point victory.
This has been a presentation of Fox Sports.